Alright guys, for some reason it looks like the rear window is tinted, but it's not. Today's gonna be another little video. I'm gonna be replacing the well, you can't see anything like always, but the trailing arm bushing. Basically the trailing arms right there. There's a big bushing right there, and these two on the driver's side and on the passenger side, they squeak, they make all these types of noises. Even when I'm just driving right down the road, they're just going crazy because they're just all just messed up and stuff. So let's try and get a little bit closer look how they look, and then I'm gonna jack the car up, take off the wheel, pound out that bushing. Well, take out the trailing arm, pound the bushing out, and pound the good one in and slap it together. I'm gonna try and do one side in under an hour, and that's lagging it too. All right, so check it out. Looks pretty gross in there, but let's see if we can get a better, closer look. All right, so going under, checking it out, and yeah, that's it right there. So that thing's obviously pretty grimy and bad looking, but we'll see. So I haven't started yet, and there's that. So I got that going, and we'll see how long it takes for one control arm, trailing arm bushing for me to do. All right guys, so got the wheel off, and man, this is a total mess right here. I don't know what's this about, but at first I thought this was rust, but it actually turned out to be some type of clay or something. But now I'm just gonna take off this upper arm, lower arm, and possibly the shock, and then work my way down that way, because all this has to come out. But yeah, and nice rusty old drums that no longer work. Well, actually they do work, but yeah, much better than the old sedan I had. So yeah, so gonna proceed with knocking these bolts off. All right guys, so I loosened these 14s with impact, with the breaker. And that's pretty quick. Now look at all the webs. This thing definitely has more spiders because I cleaned all of this, and they just did all this out of nowhere. So yeah. Alright, so next up, I'm just going to try and get this as low as possible without disconnecting the brake line. So next up is going to be the compensator arm, but I'm not going to take it off of the body. I'm going to take it off of the actual trailing arm, because if you take it from the body, you're going to lose your toe alignment, and you don't want to like mess up the alignment or anything. Even though replacing this bushing, it will tweak the alignment, since you're putting a fresh bushing, and it's going to automatically change the geometry. But yeah, I'm going to take off the bolt from here and the trailing arm bolt, or the bushing bolts. So I might be asking, why exactly am I doing this? This is what I hear when I drive. That's all I hear. So, and there shouldn't be that much play, as you guys already know. Here's a fresh one. Hopefully it actually fits, because I have actually read there's different sizes, but I measured them up as good as I can, and this seems like it's a good one. But yeah, so finally gonna fix this. All right guys, so about 15 minutes in, and I have the compensating arm disconnected. Now I just needed this 17 right here to take off the actual bolts that go for the arm, which is that one right there. And yeah, I'm gonna take it off with the breaker and then free it up completely with the impact. But so far so good. It's going by pretty quick. Alright guys, so one thing I forgot was when I did this to the Integra, I did it pretty fast. But there's a caliper here, and that caliper easily comes off. And the e-brake cable is like basically in the same spot as the Integra, the DC. But when you're able to take off the caliper, you could swing it out and get the bushing over here. But since it's like this, it's just on here, and I don't want to crack this bleeder. So I'm kind of in a bind as far as right now. Man, everything's just so filthy. I can't wait to like clean this up. Look at my hands, just not even worked that much. Just got started. That bushing is not too bad, so that's kind of good. So yeah, so I think I'm probably just going to hammer it from underneath the car, or yeah, I'm just kind of stuck right now. Just gotta think if there's a way I can take out the e-brake. No, I can't take out anything from here, because if I do, it's either gonna leak or I gotta take off the drum and the shoes to get out the e-brake cable. So yeah, let me see, just gotta think. So check this out. Oh man, that's all the noise right there. So I actually have to orientate this the right way. I have to make sure that it protrudes this much out, which I believe from the back it's supposed to be 12 millimeters, and always make this flat spot parallel with the actual arm. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and take off the jack and move it down a little bit further, and try and hammer this thing out. It's gonna be pretty frustrating. I got this piece out right here, and I just stuck this in there, and it is a perfect fit. Can't really see it, but yeah, so it's gonna be a good part. Now I'm just gonna hammer this one out, and got old trusty right here, and let's see if I can get this out with the damn trailing arm underneath the vehicle. Alright guys, so got the angle grinder out with the cutoff wheel. Cut a slit right there. Hammered it in, and that shrinks it, and that is a good indication of how far it should go in. So yeah, not bad at all. I'm gonna test this again. Got it right there. Nothing's basically removed, and it's gonna be a good fit. So I'm going to reinstall the new bushing. Kind of looks like a revised version too, because you can see how this rubber is a lot more thicker. It's about 1 inch thick, and you could see this one is about 3/4 right there. That's where it goes on to. So yeah, so a little better design. These things do last about 20 or 30,000 miles, so if I could get that much on this car, then that'll be pretty damn excellent. And yeah, and for 15 bucks, you can't really beat it. So I'm gonna reinstall this. Long side goes in, and it tells you right there which way is lower, right there. Now it's time to hammer that in, and without damaging it too much, I'm gonna put this over and hammer this side, and yeah, should be good. After further freaking inspection, the new freaking bushing was a little bit bigger by like 1 millimeter, or like barely any, so I grinded some off, and now I'm just pounding it in. The sucky part is that I'm at 1 hour already, so definitely not an hour's job for me today. That's because I'm kind of doing it the lazy way, so yeah, gonna keep at this and put this on. But definitely it's been an hour, so that sucks. Got it in right where it should be, a little bit out here, and it's about 12 millimeters from the back right here, sticking out. You could measure that right there, because this part right here was a part that was sticking out in the back. So this is a little bit more than flush where it was before, roughly 12 millimeters. This is parallel. So out of breath swinging this thing. So yeah, that's it. Time to install. And sorry if I'm speaking a little loud. I have earplugs in and I can't even hear myself. We got everything done, and an hour and 34 minutes, 35 minutes to get the whole thing done. So 35 minutes extra, but a couple things. The back bolt, there was a lot of tension on it. This one right here, and the compensating arm is over there. That's what adjusts the toe. When you have everything there, you have to put that bolt through the tip of this trailing arm. I bolted everything up and I still had the bolt on the floor, and the body, the way it's designed, you cannot feed the bolt inside. So I had to drop everything again, put the bolt, put everything back, and then this didn't want to align. I had to take off the shock down here, and that caused an extra 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So got everything done, new bushing, and everything is solid and ready to go. So just repeat the same thing on the other side, and yeah, that's basically it. Alright guys, so if you liked this video, please subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Finally, no more squeakiness.